I think body count matters when choosing a partner. Oh god. There can be a chance, even if they've got like a super high body count, there can be a chance where you're just like, you know what, this person's so sick, that this person's so cool, that it don't even matter. Like, but then they have to be so amazing, like you know, blow your mind amazing, like, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not common. But yeah, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So body count matters. Especially if you're a girl.
Okay. Shut up.
What's going on YouTube? WA8 here. I'm here with my girlfriend Carla, and we are gonna see if we think the same as Sidemen and OnlyFans girls. We're gonna check out this and see what our opinions are on their video and their questions. Let's watch.
Do the Sidemen and OnlyFans models think the same?
Yeah.
I prefer bars more than nightclubs.
Okay.
So do I. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I prefer bars as well. Down
Bars,
easy.
definitely.
Also, you can't really like walk in a
It's got to be a jamming bar though.
Yeah, but then it is nice to go if the club's got the right music.
That's red.
It's rare. But I mean, if the vibe is right in a club, it can be so much fun. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I would on a day-to-day, Saturday to Saturday, I'd rather go to a bar.
Yeah.
But if it is a really good club with really, really good music,
Yeah.
then I'd rather go to a night.
If the bar's nice, like nice atmosphere, got sick dance floor and all that, then yeah. But if it's one of them bars where you got to stand there with your 1 pint all night, and then with your same pint all night because you can't get back to the bar, that's not.
Like that.
Yeah, I don't like those crowded places where you can't even dance or move or anything.
I mean, talk to music. Go on now, what do you want to talk to?
I think I'd be more that way.
Why do you always
that way?
Yeah, I'd be more on agree as well.
No, leave it. Guys, choke on it. I have to know my lyrics.
I think it's okay for a 20-year-old to date a 50-year-old. 50.
I think it's okay for a 20-year-old to date.
Well, she's legal. They're legal, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't see the big deal.
I mean, it's a bit weird. I want like my daughter to date a 50-year-old if she's 20.
Like 20 years ago, that person was like 10. And he's 30.
Quick maths, guys.
10 years ago.
Toby's face. Toby's
All is good and well, and like they have an amazing relationship.
Yeah, well, I don't see what the big deal is.
Disagree.
Yeah, I'm saying if all is full and well, one of them is going to be left on their own for a very long time, statistically. And
Not necessarily.
Yeah, that's not true. Well, not always. It's
You're
likely.
60 and then the older person lives to their 90.
That'll be a bit weird at that point, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I really don't think it's that bad.
Can you
Even
imagine?
with the genders, I don't think it's looks and
More
one
important than
person.
personality.
No.
Nah.
Oh my.
Personalities. As you get older, you realise personality is more important. It's so
Remember,
true.
you have to live with this person like,
Exactly.
day in, day out. Like,
What is she doing?
So you find someone really attractive, and then you decide if they've got a personality for you.
But you're still
she's talking
deciding.
about initial attraction. You have to have initial attraction, but
Yeah, that's
in the long
obvious.
run, when you love someone, you think they're the most like amazing person in the world anyway.
Exactly.
In every single way.
I
So
love personality. If you're funny, I will.
actually, that is so true. A man can laugh a woman into bed.
It's true.
That is so-
Yeah,
I
we
say that
kind of
all
have
the
to.
time.
We kind of have
But I say
to.
that all the time. Men can laugh women into bed as long as you're funny and you make a girl laugh, make her feel good. In terms of like making her laugh, you will laugh her into bed. It doesn't matter what you could look like. Frigging.
Well, you know, like women are more into personality and men are more into looks, right?
Yeah, but you could look like Henry Cavill, but you might be dull as dishwater. Do you know what I mean? But imagine you don't look like Henry Cavill, but you're funny. Like you're gonna have that girl's
It's so
attention.
true, 100%.
All night.
It's so true.
You're gonna have her attention all night.
Like, I've seen there's ugly guys out there, but they're so you got to have the confidence and the humour. And once you have those two, you're pretty
if you
good to go.
combine both, then you're banging. But I mean,
most really good looking guys don't have any personality because they never needed to. Yeah,
they've never needed to.
Kind of like a lot of really good looking
funny
girls as well. Like a lot of them, not every single one, but a lot of really good looking girls.
Initial attraction is really important, but I think once you get over that initial attraction, there has to be something other than how they look, because that's not going to last forever. If you're going to be with that person for like 50 years, I'm going to look like that in 50 years' time, aren't they? And you still want somebody that's going to like have a bit of banter with you, make you laugh, someone you can take the piss out of.
That's why DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street should have stuck with his original wife and not got Margot Robbie.
Yeah, but come on, look at her.
They have a dead personality. You're not going to want to be with them at all.
Yeah, that's so true.
Make me laugh, I'll marry you. I should have said that, not f*** you, marry you.
I do know what she was trying to say though.
I think body count matters when choosing a partner. Oh god.
A little bit, like.
Why?
Look at all the OnlyFans girls, all the flipping disagree. Of course they are. And Josh, simp. No, I'm joking.
Me,
Yeah, I feel like I'm more likely to.
What do you think? What was it a second? What do you think?
What do I think? Yeah, body count matters, man. I mean, there's a
Are you looking at your body camera?
there's a limit though. Like the way I see it, your natural instincts. If someone tells you I've slept with over 100 people, and your natural instinct is like, not just but like, Jesus, what does that say about you? Like as a person, like what have you? How did you get to the point where you're just sleeping with loads of people all the time? Like, what is that? It makes you not feel very special. Like, it makes you feel like, oh, am I just going to be another notch on the belt or something? Like, what's the point? I might as well just get what I can and leave as well. Like that doesn't make you feel very special. I always looked at this analogy like, if you got Instagram, or someone follows you, right, and they've got like 2 people. They're only following 2 people, and then they follow you. You're like, oh shit! Like I must be saying special. They could follow loads of people, only follow 2 people, and me. Jesus, makes you feel special. Now, if you've got someone that follows 10,000 people, and then they follow you, you're just gonna be like, oh, I guess they're gonna follow me, unfollow me later.
They follow me because they're following me.
Yeah, they're following me just to get a follow back or something. Like like that's what it feels like. You just feel special when you know they haven't been with so many people.
So it's more about you than them.
I mean, yeah, it is at the start anyway. That's what you think. And that's what I'm saying. It's not impossible though.
No, the body count thing is more about how it makes you feel
of
rather than how
course.
you see them.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you do see them a certain way, but then that reflects on you as well. Like, that's how I see it anyway. Even for like, it doesn't matter girl or boy. Like, even if a boy has a high body count, girls should probably be wary of that.
Yeah, I think.
It's not like
it shouldn't matter, but obviously it does matter to some people. But it shouldn't. In a realistic, perfect world, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But
it
tells you
something.
something.
That slept with like hundreds and hundreds of women, I think I'd be a bit.
Exactly.
I think it's a tricky one. I think it's up to you. If you feel a certain way, that's fine. And if the other person feels a certain way, that's fine. It shouldn't matter in an ideal, perfect world. But to some people, it is gonna matter. But when choosing a partner, there's got to be more to choosing someone than that, right?
Well, yeah, that's just one of the many aspects you got to go on. Like I said to you one time before, like when it comes to body count, there can be a chance, even if they've got like a super high body count, there can be a chance where you're just like, you know what, this person's so sick, that this person's so cool that it don't even matter. Like, but then they have to be so amazing, like blow your mind amazing,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not common. But yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So body count matters. Especially if you're a girl.
Okay. Shut up.
Yeah, but it's anyway, let's not get into that conversation.
I'm trying to be very diplomatic right now.
I don't think any judgment should be passed on that at all.
It's not Look at them loving him off.
I love how the boys don't want to say nothing.
Yeah, they're quite quiet, aren't they? They're like, yeah, we're standing here, we're not saying why about it.
This is coming from the same people who are like, personality is more important than looks.
Yeah, you can't.
But that's part of your personality, man. To me, your body count is part of your personality. Yeah, it says something about your personality. It says loads about your personality to me.
What is that number?
100? Nah. It used to be about 20.
I didn't say 20, I say that.
Toby's like, I'm gonna get cancelled.
Just like keep digging
Fuck
that
it,
hole.
just say what's on your mind, man.
Over 100 is too much. For me.
Oh, sorry. Triple digits for yeah.
Triple digits, that's too much. It won't be in 10 years.
Men should pay on their first date.
Which way is it great?
Men should pay on the first date. What do you think?
Disagree, I think.
Disagree.
Yeah, me too.
Disagree.
Whoever asks whoever on the date.
That's like saying women should cook.
Whoever asked who, he said whoever asked who's on a date should pay. I get that.
Yeah, you can work with that.
Any guy I'm going on a date with.
Pause it a second.
Hey, think about yourself.
Yeah, what do you think about that? So if I asked you on a date, obviously we're together, so we don't go on dates.
You do, but not like
dates.
that. Not
Don't
like.
date anymore. We go out, we don't
Yeah,
go
so I
on
feel like if you ask someone on a date, you should pay, I guess.
yeah, but if you agreed to go,
Yeah.
you know, like
I mean,
I think on a first date you should split it. This is just my personal opinion.
back in
think
my single days, I never really thought of it like, hey, would you like to go on a date with me? It was just like, hey, do you want to go for a drink or something? I guess that's a date, but
Yeah.
you never made like an official like thing of it. You just
Yeah.
you just kind of went out together, didn't you? Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure most people were like that. No one actually.
But I think when I used to date, obviously before I met you,
Mhm.
I think guys would always offer to pay, but I would never let them.
Mm.
I always thought like we're not at the stage yet where I'm going to let you treat me or I'm going to treat you. Like let's just until we get to know each other better, we'll just split it. And then it gets to the stage where okay, I want to treat you. This is my turn, or I'll let you treat me in a couple of weeks. Do you know what I mean? Like I always feel like why is it? It's gentlemanly and it's very chival. But why should they pay? You know what I mean?
It just comes from our old custom, doesn't it?
I get it. I get where it comes from, but for me, I just don't think it's. I just think you should split it for like a first few dates. You should split it, and then when you start getting to know each other better, it's up to you to decide. Okay, I'm going to treat this person because I want to, not because I ought to or I should be paying. Do you know what I mean? It's like a nice thing. Like I'm going to treat you
I
to
agree
this
with
because
that.
I've got to know you.
I agree with
and
that.
We've got to know each other, and therefore let's treat each other or whatever.
Exactly. I agree
And
with
also,
that.
if you let the man pay on the first date, I feel like you're then in his debt. That's just how I.
That's what it was like.
I always felt like I would owe you something, whether it was another date or.
Yeah.
I always felt like.
I've literally heard this that people were talking about how, just because they've paid for you on the first date doesn't mean you owe them anything, which is true. But now it's like that was like some kind of unwritten thing back in the days. But then. But women still want men to pay on the first date. Like they should. Like it should be an obligation. But then at the same time, they don't think they should
it's
put
nice
out
for you to
or whatever.
offer, but I don't think it's meant to pay.
Like women don't have to put out on a date, and men don't have to pay.
Yeah, it's just like saying a man should pay on a first date. It's like saying a woman should have sex with you on a first date.
Because they
like
paid.
why are you putting those expectations on someone before you've even like gone there?
It can't just go one way.
Yeah.
You know, like it's either you just split it or whatever. You know, but it's weird like how you have to discuss that. I've been on dates where like the girl literally just kind of just looked at me and expected me to pay, and I was just like, and you feel so awkward, like you feel like an idiot if you don't pay. You feel like there's something wrong with you, and you just feel like you got to pay.
And then did you think, oh, I'm never going to see her again if I don't pay?
Yeah, I did feel like that, you know. It's like, it's mad. But then obviously there was also dates where the girls weren't like that, and they were just more like, oh, you know. But I guess they probably had their own little thoughts of you, even though they probably still like, oh no, it's okay, but really deep down
why
like
would you
that.
disappoint yourself? Why would you go on a first date expecting the man to pay, and then you're just setting yourself up for disappointment then, right?
Exactly.
You know, you're setting, that's like a little tick box that you're setting yourself, and like you're just gonna Just split it, man. You pay for you, he pays for him.
I do wonder what the new generation is like with all this stuff. You know,
that's
all
true.
the
There is a
youngers.
different generation coming
Yeah,
up.
our generation is definitely like about man should pay, and even older. But
And even like our older generations.
oh yeah, they're
like
definitely like
our
that.
grandparents' generations.
They'll
the
be
men
shocked
wouldn't
that the
even
men
dream.
don't pay. Yeah, they'll be shocked that men
wouldn't
don't pay.
dream of taking women on a date and not paying.
Interesting.
I need a man to look after me.
I need a man to look after me.
I'm not saying down the line they shouldn't share the expenses. Absolutely.
listen,
The
for the
first date, if I
first
impress
date,
the
yeah.
girl,
For the first date.
court her.
Yeah, I agree.
There's other ways to impress a girl than just paying. If money is what impresses you, then
There's a problem there.
yeah, that's quite sad. You can do other things.
See you again.
I know some girls like say that I'm looking pretty for you, so you have to pay. Like that's how some girls see it.
Like paying on the first date like symbolises it's like a man looking after a woman. It's very old.
If I ask a woman on a date, I'm
I like old fashion.
KSI just used to paying for everything. Look at
He's like, I got money, I just pay. I don't even
yeah,
like
yeah. He's just used to it at this point.
just the first date. Yeah, and then for the second date, it could be the woman doing it.
Take turns.
Yeah.
She can go first, then I'll go second.
Wait, so you think they should, like, the woman should just
I'm fairly
expect
sure when we
to
went on a
pay?
date, we split, right?
Probably, knowing me.
In the first few.
Should
Yeah, there's no fucking chance that you pay.
no, then woman should.
I expect it if you want to see me again. Yeah.
I've never said
Wow. I expect it if you want to see me again.
She's old fashioned, isn't she? Well, then I hope she goes in the kitchen and stays in there, then, isn't it?
I think footballers are overpaid.
How are you going to say that? You do OnlyFans.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Some.
I mean, it's your opinion. William, possibly.
Definitely.
Do you think footballers are overpaid?
They are, but they have to deal with a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
That's not why though. I mean, it's weird. Capitalism, innit?
In the grand scheme of life, yes, they are overpaid in the grand scheme of life. When you compare what they do to what other people do, doctors, nurses, firefighters, in the grand scheme of life, yes, they are very, 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 very overpaid.
But in terms
at
of
the same
capitalism,
time, they do also have a talent.
yeah.
And if they're clever enough to manage that talent to a point where it can get you to a level where you get paid a certain amount of money, we can't hate on them because we've added to that.
It's just the money that they bring in, isn't it? Like they literally bring in so many, you know, fans and
we're
sponsors.
a part of that. If you
you're
watch
watching
that
them.
and you support
Yeah, if
that,
you're
then
buying season tickets and that,
you're a
like-
part of that system. Unfortunately.
Exactly. So
in the grand scheme of things, yes, they're
if
terribly
like
overpaid.
people always say, "Oh, why didn't nurses and doctors get paid as much as footballers?" It don't work like that. If nurses and doctors had season tickets and people watching them in the stadium and that, then they would be getting paid as much as football. If they had if they had Nike on their on their clothes and all that, or their jackets,
maybe Nike should start.
yeah, they should start sponsoring doctors and they should. That's how they get money.
And
like-
surgeons and hospitals. And stuff.
Yeah, if surgeons were sponsored by Nike and stuff, then they would be getting that
NHS
money.
sponsored by Nike.
Yeah, exactly. And they have to have fans watching it. That's why it seems like
But
they're
then we
overpaid.
can't
but
complain
yeah,
because we're part of that system that
Yeah.
made them very well.
yeah, that's
paid.
just capitalism.
And I'm
that's
not
why.
saying they're talentless because obviously a lot of footballers are really talented.
And if
But in the grand scheme of things, they do get.
if they
they're
did,
terribly,
if the government
terribly
did get involved and try and regulate it and say, nah, like you can only get paid a certain amount, then you won't have Ronaldos and Messis and stuff like that. You'll just have like people that maybe enjoy playing it, but they won't be the best. You won't see competition. You'll just see kind of just people
Yeah.
playing it, and it'll kind of just ruin the whole fun of it in the first
But
place.
Ronaldo and Messi are terribly overpaid. Do you not agree?
They are. I mean, they're not overpaid based on like what they actually earn, what they bring in. You know, they just.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a bit annoying when they get paid so much money and then they just get free stuff anyway. Stuff like that is annoying, but that's.
But they are overpaid.
You know, like Nike gives them free stuff. Like, please wear my stuff. So then they don't have to pay for anything really anyway, because they get paid to promote stuff. You know,
No, they are
They get
terribly
free stuff.
overpaid. Terribly overpaid.
but overpaid by who?
The world. We're
Like,
overpaying them far too much. They're
yeah, I don't know.
terribly
It's weird how it all works. But yeah.
Their industry generates a stupid amount of money.
That's the thing, isn't it? There's this massive
The
industry.
industry generates a stupid amount of money. It's like you lot getting paid a fraction. It's all relative. OnlyFans taking bare the audience. That's why I'm here.
Like people might say the Sidemen or these OnlyFans girls are overpaid. You know, it's because they're generating that money, like you said.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't complain because you're sat here watching them.
Exactly.
So we're adding to that.
You're adding to them. You can't complain.
Always.
What did they say?
Which one's which?
Penis size matters.
Is
Is it? The girls should know, right?
Penis size matters. No, penis size.
It does matter. Like if it's a 1 inch, surely that's gonna be like nah, fam. Right? You're gonna be like,
Okay, to a certain degree, it matters. Yeah, to a certain degree, right?
yeah.
One to know.
And if it can be too big as well,
It
right?
can be too big, yeah, I'm sure it can, yeah. But in the grand scheme of life, my favourite head. It doesn't matter, does it really?
I guess. I don't know. You guys, you gotta tell me.
It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. What's the saying? It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean or something.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
There's no point
I've heard girls
There's
say.
no point having this massive dick if you don't know what to do with it, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I've heard girls.
If you're not gonna make the whole experience good for the woman.
I've heard
You know,
girls
if
say that they've had penises where it's like big, like what most girls would like, but then it's just like the guy didn't know what he was doing. It's just like
Yeah.
oh, they've had smaller guys that were just way better. So I
Maybe
don't
because
know.
they've had to work harder.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, maybe the guy that has a big penis thinks he doesn't have to do much
Yeah,
because
just sit
his
there
dick's
and
going to do all the talking for him, you know?
Yeah.
But maybe the smaller guy compared to the bigger guy, maybe he's had to, you know, get really good at foreplay, get really good at setting the mood, like
yeah.
doing extra shit to like make the girl feel
So
comfortable.
it seems like his penis is better, but it's because of all the build up,
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
setting up, all the prepping.
But it doesn't actually matter. Like I don't think you know. It's quite shallow if you looked at someone's penis and go, oh, that's not big enough for me. I'm out. That's quite a shallow.
You're supposed to say it matters a lot. That's why I'm with you. That's what you're supposed to say.
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
I'm in the absolute prime of my life.
The prime of my life.
I can run to it.
Are you in the prime of your life?
I don't think you know if you're in the prime of your life. You'll never really know.
Until you're on your,
Until you're an elderly person.
you can have a guess.
You know, looking back, I think you're 30.
I mean, how do you define it? Would you define it by
Yeah,
career?
Yeah.
Or would you define it by your age?
Yeah, how many friends you've got, your money, your career, your life, whether you own a house, whether you own
I guess you put it all in one, right?
Yeah. I think this is a really tough question to answer. And if you live your life thinking I'm in the prime, that means it's only going to go down, right? If you walk around thinking I'm in the prime of my life, that means shit's only about to get worse.
Yeah, exactly. You probably shouldn't think about
You
being
should
in the
probably
front.
thinking like the best. You probably should be living life thinking the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come.
Best is yet to come. You've got to always think that, otherwise it gets depressing, right? So you can get downhill from here.
Not going what?
Not going down as a deal breaker in a relationship.
Yeah, kind of.
I think this is more important for guys than it is for girls. I don't know why.
Really?
For men, it seems
I
to
know some girls that are just like, look at them. Some girls are like, nah, you gotta go down, blah, 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 blah. Especially nowadays.
I feel like
Oh, yeah.
the guys, this is more of an issue for men.
Yeah.
I just think if you don't want to lick it or you don't want to
It's mad that Simon's over there, he doesn't even care.
My answer is based on women, like. On you.
How's it based on women?
Based on you.
So on you.
If a woman won't go down, is it a deal breaker?
I feel like at the start of the relationship, yeah.
It's not a deal breaker, but you want whoever you're with to want to
Yeah.
please you, right? And it's a part of foreplay, it's a part of intercourse, it's part of whatever you want to do.
Yeah, if you're a freak and they're not a freak, then that's going to be a problem, isn't it?
But I feel like that is a really big deal breaker for men. I feel like women don't care as much.
Yeah. But I think that's changing.
I didn't hear the question.
They'll write it there in a minute. Pineapple and pizza.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll be on disagree as well.
Yeah, I disagree.
It's not even just like
Men should always be dominant.
Nah.
Like, I quite enjoy it.
That's old fashioned.
Women should be dominant too. Men can be dominant. It's nice. I mean, me personally, I like both. When a woman's dominant and when I'm dominant.
Yeah, I think that's kind of toxic masculinity.
Why are these girls here in the middle of it?
That's always be submissive. That's always be dominant.
I don't think they got the question.
Men should always be dominant.
She's out there. No. That's really
never be above
that is.
What? So you like to just?
No, it's like I do that, but sometimes fuck me.
Why?
Like, it's nice, yeah.
Submissive is good.
I don't understand if
It's just whether you like taking control or not.
But this to me would say you like getting
Why is that the only way? She's so old fashioned, isn't she?
She's older than me. She just said she was in
Yeah, but she's about the same age as us.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I want in the arsehole. Like,
So she's never like, I don't know,
I think she just sees
slapped
the
her
man
boyfriend
as-
about a bit.
I think she just sees the man as the.
Actually, wait.
They're all running that way. I don't know what the
Recently
question
got
was.
mainstream success. It's actually pretty.
Oh, famous versus fame versus rich or something?
This is
Oh
fake.
no, money is, but like only a little bit.
Oh, why are you there?
Yeah.
You like being famous?
I hate being fake. I think it's quite it's
I think money is definitely better than fame. Fuck being famous.
Oh, I'd love to have like money. Money is better than fame. Yeah, I agree.
Money is better than fame, yeah.
But being famous can get you a lot of things. You know, you can be
Yeah,
broke
like-
and famous. You know,
Yeah.
If you could have your whole career,
and you probably get in places. You probably get
Like how Ronaldo gets loads of freebies.
He's got money as well. You have to think of people who don't have money but they're famous.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
Usually
They
like
usually get given things. They get
memes.
like-
People that were famous for memes, I guess.
Sidemen are all good looking.
What do you think, Dave? Sidemen are all good looking?
Eh,
Do you know it's really funny because since they all got money, they all got better looking.
yeah. They've all glowed up. They've all glowed up.
At least
Money is such a money can. I've always said that the Kardashians look the way they do because they have so much money.
100%.
Anyone can look like the Kardashians if they have that.
If you got the peas, yeah, that girl, she doesn't think they're good looking.
They
Like.
definitely have got better looking since they got money. They've all got their teeth better, they all wear better clothes, they look after
They've all
themselves
glowed up.
better. It's easier to look after yourself when you have money.
His opinion.
I know, the guy say who she thinks is.
Kate wants to know she thinks is ugly.
She's allowed to be there. If you don't think they're all good looking, what's the point in lying?
Best looking.
And the least.
She can't say that.
Just the best. It was just.
Why are they giving her a hard time? She doesn't have to fancy all of them.
Sidemen.
0.
I prefer women, so.
That was a really clever way of getting out of that. I prefer
Nice.
Fanny.
That's a nice save.
You can't knock him.
It's what?
Would you fuck your friend's parent?
No.
Never.
No.
Hey, you better I'm watching you. I'm watching you. But I'm watching you.
Would I don't think I would. It's one of them things where it's like,
No, it's not okay.
Can I just say, yeah, like, not a best friend. No.
who cares like fully on the, who cares like fully on the left?
If she's on it.
I know. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it.
I do.
She's on it. She can't fall in the business. It's okay to
Yeah, I agree with that. If it's not like a close friend and it just, you know,
You never know. Like, it's
if it's like my best mate, then it could be a problem.
Wait, so you're happy for one of your friends to sleep with your mum?
I never said I want him to do it to me.
Oh, okay, alright then, that's alright. Now, if one of my friends slept with my dad and slept with my mum, I just don't want to be able to hack it.
You're pissed.
I wouldn't be pissed, but I'd be like, that's my dad.
You get over it
That's my
eventually.
mum.
If they started dating, that would be a real problem.
No,
When your friend-
I think dating's
You
better.
prefer that. You
Yeah, 'cause
prefer
at
your
least
friend.
At least then you know they have like a connection, right? You know, they're not just sleeping with each other to sleep with each other, right?
Yeah, but then you got to see that all the time. Like, imagine your best mate that you've grown up with dating your dad.
It would be weird, but at least you know they have a connection.
Oh.
Whereas if she was like, slept with your dad last night, I'd be like...
And then they don't even call him your dad anymore. They just say, me and dad are going to, like, as in to reference him to you. Like, me and dad are going to the cinema tonight.
If that happened, you would have to understand that your friendship would never be the same again.
Yeah.
Even
But
as much
imagine that
as you
your
would
best
try
mate.
to like make it so to be normal.
I think just a quickie one, done. It's over.
That's
like,
disgusting.
Like, you know, then you don't have to worry about it again.
Yeah, but you would always look at that person and be like,
You fucked my mum.
You fucked my mum. You fucked my dad.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
It would be awkward all around, I think.
And then it'd be like, you could have done that of anybody. Why did it have to be my parent? You know, whereas if they got in a relationship and there was genuine like feelings, genuine connection, you might be able to. I would find that, I don't know why I find that easier to let go. Because I'd be like, okay, you're making each other happy. There's obviously a connection there. You obviously get on really well. Whatever.
But when it comes to like,
But if it was just like, yeah, I shagged your mum last night, I'd be like, thanks.
on average, when it comes to, you gotta be mad at the females, because your female friend that got with your dad's probably gonna be like, you know what, I'm a guy, innit? And then your mum, if your male friend gets with your mum, then he's like, look, that's your mum's fault, I'm a guy, innit? Like,
no, hang on a minute. Gender does not get you out of this situation. Hang on a minute.
Because the woman's in control of this situation.
No, it doesn't
the woman has the power in this situation. You know that. Woman has the power, right?
Wait, so one of your female friends sleeps with your dad. You're gonna blame. You're gonna be like, yes, dad. Go on, give her one for
I'm
me.
gonna say yes, dad, but I'm gonna be like, you should have known better. Because you know my dad's a man. He's probably just gonna do it because he can. But then he's older, so when you're older, I feel like men have more self-control when you're older.
Exactly.
When you're older.
He's old enough to know better.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't be mad at a young boy in his, prime.
Alright, so your friend sleeps with your mum. You're going to go to your mum and be like, Mum, why'd you get that young hot meat?
Yeah. Why'd you do that, Mum? Why'd you do that, Mum?
It should have been, it's okay to sleep with a friend, sleep with a sibling, right?
That probably happens a lot, I bet, right?
Is that okay? It's okay to sleep with a sibling.
Your sibling? I thought you meant your friend.
Okay, for your friend
yeah.
to sleep with your sibling.
Oh yeah, I thought okay.
Not like you to sleep with your sibling. That'd be disgusting. But I mean, like, the question should have been: it's okay to sleep with a sibling.
I feel like that happens a lot, right?
Yeah, but it shouldn't, right? You don't want one of your friends banging your sister, right?
Nah, definitely not. But then I'm sure it happens. Or yeah, it does happen a lot, I think.
So you blame your sisters in that situation? Because you said it's always the female's fault because the man's going to do it no matter what.
Good point. I've got friends that say they should know better, but that's because
okay. So when it comes to your siblings, your friend should know better. When it
that's because they're younger, isn't it?
Your mum should know better.
Okay, the older person should know better. How's that? The older person should know better. They should have more responsibility. But anyway, that's been a long video now. That's our reaction and our thoughts. Do we think the same as the Sidemen and OnlyFans girls? And
I think no. I think
we disagree on quite a lot of stuff. But yeah, interesting. Anyway, that's our video. If you liked it, give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for notifications, and we'll see you again. Peace. I've got 13 hearts. I know I do. I did it. Yay! I got this all.